coffee. Anywho, hello everyone. This is Haruka. And this is Oneechanbara Origin. Now what is Oneechanbara Origin, you may be wondering? Well, it's a remake of the first two Oneechanbara games, surprisingly released for the PlayStation 4. But enough about that. Time for plot.
私は父から教わった剣術で日本中にあふれる狩猟どもを飼っている。狩猟とは屍のままよみがえった人間。聖者の血肉を食らう狩猟どもは今や世界中に跋扈し、聖者を脅かし続けている。でも私には世界なんてどうだっていい。私は2年前何者かに警母が殺されてから失踪してしまった父とイボ米の先を探している。そんな時レイと名乗る情報屋から接触を受けた。狩猟討伐を引き受けることを条件に私の家族の手がかりを提供してくれるらしい。レイの提案を受けて狩猟討伐を始めてからかなりの時間が経った。けれど未だに有力な手がかりはつかめていない。狩猟討伐に明け暮れる日々にも疲れ、半ば諦めていた頃だった。突然さっきから一通のメールが届いた。
Thank you for the plot dump, Ryobi. But anywho, as I said in the beginning of this video, Oneechanbara Origin is a dual remake of Oneechanbara 1 and 2, originally released for the PlayStation 2. My, how far we've come. Oh, and look at this art style. It's amazing. Well, that's rude. I'm not going to die just because you asked me to. Oh dear, we're being accosted by the undead. What are you going to do about it? And there's the entire plot of this series in one motion. Sounds about right, Ryobi. But anywho, my darling subjects, this is Oneechanbara Origin. What, do you want an entire plot synopsis? Well, fine, since you asked so nicely. And who could say no to a lovely face like yours? But anywho, you are a bikini-clad samurai named Aya. There are undead roaming the streets of Japan, and your job is to sort shit out, one sword at a time. How you do that is up to you, but chopping them up into pieces seems to be the best way to go. And as I stated, this is a remake of a 2004 and 2005 game released on the PlayStation 2, and surprisingly, it's not censored. So you know that's a point in its favor. Aya can display her bristles on full display, without a mosaic or a black censor bar to be seen. So you know, good on D3 Publisher for getting this out the door. And if I recall right, this is the most recent Oneechanbara game to release. But I haven't seen a physical copy anywhere, so that's why I bought it digitally. But anywho, why am I playing Oneechanbara Origin, you may be wondering? Well, it's a fan service game with zombies, so you know, that already tickles my pickle. Oh, and why did I call Aya Ryobi earlier? Well, if you listen to her new recast, Yoko Hikasa is playing Aya this time. So yes, Ryobi is a bikini-clad samurai. Doesn't change that she's still flat, though.
ひとまず片付いたかな。
情報屋のレイです。ねえ、アヤ、もう墓場に着いてるみたいだけど、 妹ちゃんからのメールの件どうだった？
レイの言う通り、母さんのお墓は見つかったよ。けど母さんの遺体が持ち出されてた。
持ち出されたってどういうこと？
さあね、サキが生き返らせようとしているのかも。
うわ、何それ、ファンタジー？
どうだか。それより何か情報はある？
そうそう、アヤが必死になって探してる妹ちゃんらしき目撃情報が手に入ったよ。ちょうどその近くに数年前に閉鎖された病棟があるんだけど、その病棟内で制服姿の女の子を見たって。
分かった、すぐ行く。
さすがアヤ、準備万端だね。
Why, thank you for the heads up, Katsuragi. And no, you may not fondle my chest. That's my boyfriend's job.
目的地の
But anywho,
こっちの方角だよ。
we've just figured out that our little sister Saki is in an abandoned hospital. I'm sure we'll get there. But not in this video. I'm only showing it off to incentivize you to buy it. Because this game is actually pretty goddamn fun. All things considered. Nani? Oh look, more undead. Who could have ever seen this coming? Aside from every fan of this series. But anywho, more meat sacks to the grinder, I suppose. Yeah. 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 Soya! Swatcha! Oh my! I guess you could call me a cut above the rest. A portable butcher, even. Oh no! I'm butchering it! Just... yeah. Zombie scum! You don't belong in this world! I'm sorry, are you divulging plot at me? Because I couldn't give less of a shit. Yeah. And I'm about to die, so you know, I salute you. Yeah. Just continue slicing and dicing the undead until they stop moving. I am curious about something. How would I look in Aya's outfit? You know, if someone wants to draw that, you are so inclined, then please feel free. I haven't shown off fan art in a dog's age. I miss showing off things that the community has created for me. You all do lovely things. But anywho, just continue slicing and dicing through the undead. Yeah. So, is that all of them? Nani? Of course there's a goddamn straggler! Who said you could escape? Yeah. Just... yeah. Well, that ought to do her. Is that the end then? Oh, it is, with a lovely mugshot of Aya. That said, however, I think I've shown off enough. If you want to play Oneechanbara Origin, I of course will leave a link in the description as always. Do buy this game, it is on Steam. And for you PlayStation owners, it should also be on the store as well. That said, however, if you lovely folks enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and a comment to let me know and maybe subscribe while you're at it. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, my darling subjects. Oh boy, back in the Oneechanbara series again. But anywho, hello everyone, this is Haruka. And this is Oneechanbara Z2, Chaos. This is another game in the Oneechanbara franchise, which was again surprisingly released on the PlayStation 4. So I decided to take a look at it since I played Origin not some time ago. Anywho, see you all after this plot! Oh dear! A mysterious masked figure has sent us underground. And if you've played other Oneechanbara games like my boyfriend Potato Kun has, you should probably know who that is. I unfortunately don't. I only know our 4 protagonists. That said, this is an Oneechanbara game, so allow me to give you the basic plot synopsis. You are a bikini-clad vampire named Kagura, no relation to the goddess in our universe. There are undead roaming the streets of Japan and onwards, and your job is to sort shit out, one samurai sword at a time. And it seems Kagura and Aya are bickering at each other. Sounds about right. Anywho, time to slice, dice, and kick some ass. Because you know, that's how we do in Oneechanbara. And it seems these zombies are coming out of the woodwork. They're coming out of the walls! Oh, and we have a badass hook blade as well. Me likey. Because you know, chopping up zombies is how we do. Is that the end of them yet? Nope, 2 left. Subarashi! Got a good grade, but I was unfortunately blocking it. And this is a game where you can drop-kick zombies. Eat your heart out, Dying Light. I kid, Dying Light was a very good game. Anywho, we appear to be trapped underground, and Saki and Saya got separated from us. And this isn't my first rodeo with Oneechanbara. I think I get the gist. And we can fire rockets from our very being. I want to do that. Just an immediate fuck you to my problems. Shoot rockets at it. Oh wait, I have a mono to do that for me. Anywho, how doth we find our way out of our predicament? Because we appear to be tens of feet below the earth. But these zombies aren't trapped in here with me. I'm trapped in there with them. No, wait, other way around. And we can fire spears from our very being. Nice. Very nice. Anywho, how do we find our way out of this predicament? Alrighty then. Do we go down into the pit below? I'm thinking that we do. Come on in, Aya. But first, let's heal up. Took quite a bit of damage back there. That's a mole. Bullshit. Unless they were touched by the FEV virus, or in God forbid the G virus, I don't think moles are supposed to look like that. But whatever, fantasy rules. Time to chop up some moles and look damn good while doing it. Because you know, that's how we do! Now come here, you mole bastard! Yeah. And they keep coming out of the ground. God damn. Might as well call them the Mole Men. Because... cowabunga, dudes. Anywho, these moles are getting my last goddamn nerve. Because they keep swimming around like they're the hot shit. And they keep knocking us back. How dare you? Let me hit you for God's sake. Ow! Kagura, Aya, now is not the time to get into a spat. Because moles. Oh no, Kagura's dead. So what are we going to do about it? Oh my. It's getting rather steamy in here. No, suck her dry, damn it! Nani? Well, lesbian vampires was the last thing I expected to see in an Oneechanbara game, but you got me curious now. Is she dying? Huh? So Kagura drank Aya's blood and turned Super Saiyan. With exposed tits and all. Believe me, Kagura, I'm just as shocked as you. Indeed. What she said. Anywho, I've played this before, no need to remind me. Anywho, time to chop up some moles. So I assume this is Kagura's devil trigger, if you want to call it that. Because I'm getting serious Devil May Cry vibes from this. Not that that's a complaint, because jackpot! Now all we need is Kagura to have an insane love for pizza. Anywho, what do you mean that's it? Fair enough. Huh? Okay, but why couldn't we get a proper cutscene for this? Oh? I like the way you think. But isn't Aya a normal human? I have to imagine her insides are ruptured by that. Not to even mention the previous lesbian vampire sucking. But I think you get the gist of it. This, my darling subjects, was a brief look at Oneechanbara Z2 Chaos. If you'd like me to play the rest of the game, do let me know in the comments. But for now, I do have to work on more of the Haruka and Yumi show. So if you'll excuse me, until then, my darling subjects. Ara, ara. Now whatever could this be? Anywho, hello everyone. This is Haruka. And this is Zombie Zone. Or shall I say, Oneechanbara. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing through the first Oneechanbara game today. Although this isn't my first experience with Oneechanbara. Oh, and you may be wondering, Haruka-san, you're 3D now? Well, yes, I'm trying something a little different with my model this time.
Holy shit!
And I have forgotten that Riho Futaba is in this game, and good lord, her tits are massive. But anywho, this is Oneechanbara, so we'll be playing as Aya. That said, do you not know what Oneechanbara is? Well, allow me to explain, my darling subjects. You are a bikini-clad samurai named Aya, as explained in this text dump right here. There are undead roaming the streets of Japan and onwards, and your job is to sort shit out. One samurai sword at a time. And you may be wondering why I'm 3D for this video. Well, I finally upgraded my hardware, and now I can do this kind of thing, so... Subarashi! But like I said, all you're doing in Oneechanbara, or Zombie Zone, is kicking the shit out of zombies until they stop moving. And of course, I'm doing this emulated, because I don't have a PlayStation 2, I was not one of the privileged ones. So, of course the best way to go is emulation. But, let me know if you like this new 3D model that I'm using. It'll be in the description below if you'd like to know what I'm using. That said, however, let's just bring the fight to these undead, shall we? Yeah. Oh, and you may be wondering why I've been gone these past few months. Well, my life has been rather hectic recently, and my phone broke recently, so, you know, that's fun. So yes, like I mentioned in the community post, technical difficulties have limited the content around here, and I'm hoping to fix that. My apologies, but life gets in the way sometimes, you know how it is. But do let me know if you'd like me to continue using this 3D model that I have myself, now that I can actually do it. Yes, that's right! Haruka Joanne Toyoguchi has hit the big leagues! She's 3D now! Oh, and I can play with my tits, so you know, that's always fun. Yeah! No, come on! Just... yeah! Alright, so Aya can slice and dice, but what else can she do? I'm curious to see what else you can do. Yeah! Well, goddamn! I didn't know you could kick, but... that kick just sent that zombie flying! Perfectly reasonable, then. You know what else is reasonable? These. I can't exactly flash you all anymore, considering the jump to 3D, but I'll find a way. I'll find a way, goddammit! Ahem. Hold on, what was I going to do? Oh yes, because it's Halloween. You hear the screeching of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl. And it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You hear the beating of your heart. You know the screaming's gonna start. Here comes the really scary part. 'Cause it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again. Oh, you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You know, I just realized something. I could combine this with the Oneechanbara origin video that I did, plus the Oneechanbara Z2 chaos video that I did, and then turn this into an Oneechanbara video. You know, for Halloween. Because zombies! Zombies are scary. At least they used to be. Oh, who am I kidding? Zombies are still terrifying. At least from a cosmic standpoint. You know what? I might just do that. But you know what? We've been killing zombies for the past few minutes. Is anything else interesting going to happen? Sorry, I had to stand myself up there. A key to the arena, Now what can be in here, pray tell?
That's a huge bitch!
Oh, I didn't know your mum made it into this game. Ah ha ha! Topical humor. That said, we're just fighting this big old fuck-off blob thing for no reason. So you know what? Just die. Literally. Alright, Alright, bitch, round 2. Okay, I didn't need to see your guts. Calm down. Just... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is an Oneechanbara game, so you have to keep an eye on your weapon blade, make sure it doesn't, get covered in blood. And just chop, slice, and dice until the zombie stops moving. And can you believe this series has been going on since 2002? Yes, when fan service wasn't looked down upon. Needless to say, I hate the state of the internet, and it can die like this big blob creature. Oh, but what do I know? And yes, my darling subjects, this video has been shorter than normal, but like I said, my life has been very busy and I haven't been able to make content. But I hope this suffices for now. I do have more things planned. I just ask you to bear with me. Because like I said, being a VTuber ain't easy, especially when you have a real life going on outside of it. That said, however, if you lovely folks enjoyed Zombie Zone, please do leave a like and a comment and let me know, and maybe subscribe while you're at it, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, my darling subjects.